What's up guys, IDK Player coming with a NASCAR Heat 4 video guys, and today this video will be on 50 things that need to be in NASCAR Heat 4. But as usual, before we get into the video, shout out to my donators: Dawson Brush, Motorsports Games, America Rules, Joshua, Michael Brown, Salvador, ZAVALA, 889, Chris BEARDEN, Reverend RASHEEM Store, and Tommy the NASCAR Kid 9244888. Links to their channels will be in the description below. So without further ado guys, let's get started. So let's start off with number 1 and number 2, and that is better graphics and better physics. So as you guys know, it's almost guaranteed to get better graphics and better physics in NASCAR Heat 4, because in every NASCAR installment that 704 has given us after NASCAR Heat Evolution, we have seen better graphics and better physics. But in my opinion, it still needs to be improved, and yes, we are still having the 2018 Unity engine and parts of the 2019 Unity engine being used for NASCAR Heat 4, and we already know how those graphics look, so hopefully they do get improved dramatically, even though we will see an improvement. But that's just my opinion. We do need to see better graphics and better physics in this next NASCAR Heat game. So for number 3, I'm not going to say it now, but it is to keep players playing the game longer. Like, have a concept to keep players playing this game longer. I do have my concept that I'm actually going to present to you guys later in a separate video, because it's that long and I don't want to have this video drag on for so long. So for number 3, it's going to be find a concept to keep players playing the game longer, and I'll present that concept that could actually help players playing this game longer in a separate video. So the next one would be implementing a track map into NASCAR Heat 4. Most of us seriously want a track map, so it would be nice if NASCAR Heat 4 was given a track map. The next thing that should be added into NASCAR Heat 4 is caution replays. We've been asking for this for quite a while now, but I do feel like we should be able to get caution replays very soon. So it would be really nice to see caution replays come into NASCAR Heat 4. For number 6, the next one that should be added is to have a better damage model. Don't get me wrong, NASCAR Heat 3 had a huge improvement over the damage model from NASCAR Heat 2, but I still believe it could be improved, like to have, like when you hit a wall, have like scrapes on the side of the car, or like, you know, have damage fall off your car when you hit the wall, or like you hit something really hard. That's what I believe should be improved for the NASCAR Heat 4 game. For number 7, it would be pretty nice to be able to DNF in single player for NASCAR Heat 4, and if like not just to have it like a mandatory, it'll be automatically you're gonna DNF, but have an option to turn DNFs on or off, because to be honest, when you hit a wall seriously hard in NASCAR Heat 3, you tumble, you do all that stuff, you should not be able to continue after that. So that's why I said we should have an option for NASCAR Heat 4 to turn DNFs on or off, but not just for you, but also for the AI cars. So when there's a big wreck, like make it a little bit more realistic and have like the drivers not be able to continue after a bad crash. For number 8, is almost just like number 7, but be able to DNF in multiplayer. Basically have the option to DNF, either to turn it on or off in multiplayer, and have the same thing if the DNF option is turned on, also have the AIs in multiplayer be able to DNF also. For number 9, it would be nice to have a co-op season mode where you could play a season mode with your friends, whether you want to do the full season, part of a season, or just 6 races or 12 races in a season. Basically, it's multiplayer for season mode. For number 10, be able to pick your schedule for season mode. So basically, if you want to start off the season with, let's say, Atlanta, but then ended at Daytona or Michigan, you could be able to do that if you want. It would be an option in season mode. So for number 11, it would be nice to be able to pick which drivers are in the playoffs if you do a playoff season mode. Basically, they had this when EA did NASCAR games, but it would be nice to bring it back. For number 12, have STARCOM be in NASCAR Heat 4. For number 13, please have a better soundtrack for NASCAR Heat 4. For number 14, and I will be most likely be making a video on this later, but to add another series into NASCAR Heat 4, for example, K&N series, ARCA series, a super late model league, something on the ends of that. For number 15, this is to add a paint booth. Basically, we've all been asking this for a while. Right now, we don't have a paint booth. We have a custom car customization, but it'd be nice to add a paint booth into NASCAR Heat 4. For number 16, please take playoffs out of the Dirt Series. It's the Dirt Series, and they do not need a playoff system at all, so please take it out. This one I really believe would be pretty popular, and that is to have an option to have a consistent point system or a playoff system in season mode. This one would probably, in my opinion, be a pretty popular move, and I think people would really enjoy it. For this next one, I believe this would actually be pretty big, and to have the Dirt Series have more tracks. I believe the Dirt Series was a really good idea to be added to NASCAR Heat 3, but for NASCAR Heat 4, I believe it does deserve to have more tracks in it. For this next one, I don't know how popular this would be, but to add more fantasy tracks, and this also kind of goes in for the Dirt Series, so the Dirt Series can have more tracks, but it was actually pretty cool to go to old NASCAR games and race at fantasy tracks, so it's just something to, you know, give something new into the game. For number 20, this would be actually, in my opinion, a very popular move, and that is to add classic cars like cars from the 1990s or the early 2000s. And along with that, add classic tracks like Rockingham or North Wilkesboro, tracks that we usually don't go to on today's NASCAR schedule. Now, I know this one might be hard due to licensing. I know already about the licensing issue, but to add more numbers for our custom car customization, and I believe if we do get a paint booth, we would be able to use text and put numbers on the side of the car and have an option to take numbers on or off for paint booth and just put text next to the car, and we would have our text, you know, have like put whatever number we want in text. For number 23, this is to have a league server to run league races. I believe in NASCAR 14 and NASCAR 15 we did have this. I believe this would be pretty cool to have in NASCAR Heat 4. For number 24, have day into night races. In my opinion, this would actually be pretty cool because I do believe this will be in NASCAR Heat 4 due to the 2018 Unity engine, and they will be using parts of the 2019 Unity engine and the 2018 Unity engine. You could be able to use day into night transitions. Now, I know this one might be hard, but it'll be awesome to be able to run races in the rain at road courses. So as you guys know, at road courses, you are able to run in the rain in real life if there is rain going on. So I believe that would be really cool to be able to add into NASCAR Heat 4. For the next one, add game modes like Elimination for single player. It was so fun to play game modes like Elimination in NASCAR the game 2011. It'll be nice to bring game modes like that back. For number 27, add game modes into multiplayer. For example, once again, Elimination. It would be pretty cool to play Elimination and multiplayer with your friends. For this next one, I believe it would be pretty cool to have a crash avoidance co-op mode. I don't know if this would go under game modes for multiplayer or not, but it would be cool to have a crash avoidance co-op mode in NASCAR E3 so you and your friends can race in a crash avoidance challenge and try to escape through it. For number 29, please fix cautions happening on the last lap, because there's a lot of times when it's not in overtime and then it's the last lap and there'll be a wreck happens and the caution comes out instead of ending the race. So for NASCAR Heat 4, please fix this issue. Now, this is a big one, and to have the ability to run at tracks at night that have lights that are not usually ran at night. For example, Auto Club, Atlanta. It would be nice to run at those tracks at night that aren't usually ran at night. And I'm also going to include Homestead, even though Homestead is a day into night race. But it'd be nice to run at Homestead just strictly at night if you want to. Or at Martinsville, strictly at night, even though Homestead does end at night. Usually in NASCAR games, they don't usually add Homestead at night for whatever reason. For number 31, have the option to turn on strict cautions if you want strict cautions in multiplayer, because I believe some people would like to have strict cautions, including with races with not a lot of people in it. And also, I don't know if I said this already, but also have replay cams after cautions for multiplayer in NASCAR Heat 4. For number 32, give us more race length percentages in single player and in multiplayer, because it makes a jump from 25% to 50% race length. It'd be nice to race with race lengths at, let's say, 5%, 35%, and so on and so forth, or 75% also. For number 33, it'd be nice if they could add more paint schemes for the Extreme Dirt Series, the XFINITY Series, and the Truck Series. I know the Extreme Dirt Series is a fantasy league, but it'd be nice if they could add alternate paint schemes in there, because I know 704 does a very good job on adding paint schemes into NASCAR Heat games. But I believe they did leave out a couple paint schemes in the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series, so hopefully in 2019 they bring in a lot of paint schemes for the Truck Series and Xfinity Series for NASCAR Heat 4. For number 34, it would be really nice if we could race with more drivers in game chat. As you guys probably already know, we can only race with a maximum of 8 drivers, so it would be nice if they could up it up to around 16. For number 35, I believe this would be a pretty popular one, and this is to be able to either run the new 2019 Aero package or the old 2018 Aero package. And the reason why I'm saying this is because not everyone wants to race pack racing at Martinsville or Auto Club or Michigan in NASCAR Heat 4. So to have the option to either turn on the 2019 Aero package or the 2018 Aero package in either multiplayer or single player would be a huge thing, but obviously keep the cars looking the same as the 2019 car looks, with the new spoiler and the new stuff that are going to be on the 2019 car. For number 36, it would be nice if they could just fix the track glitches so we don't have any track glitches in NASCAR Heat 4. For number 37, this is a career mode thing, and this is to be able to make the move from the Truck Series to the Cup Series if you're doing that well in career mode. So let's say you're in the Truck Series and you're just dominating and you're able to get an offer for the Cup Series. That would be pretty cool, and hopefully they would add that into NASCAR Heat 4. For number 38, to make the Roval look more realistic, please take off the chicane walls so the Roval looks more realistic, and add, the turtles and the stuff that they have in real life. This would be another really popular one. That's to have a ticker at the top of your screen for single player and multiplayer to see where everyone is running on the track, whether who's in first, second, third, fourth, and so on and so forth. For number 40, please have a better spectator camera. Don't get me wrong, the spectator camera was a great idea for NASCAR Heat 3, but it would be nice if it would be improved for NASCAR Heat 4. For number 41, have a better replay camera. For instance, like how Project Cars 2 has their replay camera. It'd be nice if they had a replay camera like that. For number 42, I think it'd be really cool to be able to change your paint scheme while you're in a multiplayer lobby. So let's say you're driving Jimmy Johnson's number 48 car and you want to change the paint scheme up. You don't have to back out of the lobby. You could just simply do it right there while you are inside the lobby. For number 43, this is such needed, and please take out the 1 minute timer. We don't really have enough time in between races with the 1 minute timer, and I believe it would be way better if we just have a ready up screen where we can just hit ready up, and when over half or around half of the drivers are readied up, we could start the race. For number 44, be able to customize your team's fire suit and pit box. This would probably be mostly for your custom car. So pretty much with your custom car, you can also customize your pit box and your fire suit. This would be actually pretty cool to be added into NASCAR Heat 4. For number 45, it would be nice if we were able to have a cooldown lap option. So when the race ends, we could just drive around until everyone finishes the race. For number 46, it would be nice to have a warm-up lap option. So basically before the race starts, we do one lap and then the race would start. And this would both be included in not just multiplayer and single player for number 45 and number 46. For number 47, have a rain delay challenge. Basically, you have to try to be out in front before the rain comes and the race ends. The first thing that comes to mind for a rain delay challenge is probably Chris Buescher's win at Pocono. Have something like that, pretty much try to beat the rain, and then the second the rain comes, the caution comes out due to rain, and try to be out in front before the race ends. For number 48, and I believe this option would be pretty cool, and to have the option to have the AIs either be more aggressive or less aggressive in both multiplayer and single player. So basically, if you want the AIs to be super aggressive, you would put the AI aggressive level up super high, or if you want the AIs to be more relaxed, you put the AI aggressive level to be super low. For number 49, this is to choose how many AI drivers you want to go and race against in both single player and multiplayer, and pretty much this will probably be more used for multiplayer. So let's say you want to go into a race and you want to race against only 15 AI drivers for either multiplayer or single player, you can have the option to do that, and I believe that would be also a huge step up for the multiplayer gameplay in NASCAR Heat 4. And finally, for number 50, have test sessions in NASCAR Heat 4, because as you guys know, in NASCAR Heat 3, if you want to test out a setup, you would have to do it in practice, and usually AI cars get in your way. So it would be nice to have test sessions come back into a NASCAR game, and I feel like it would be a pretty good fit for NASCAR Heat 4. So that would be it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys all for watching. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smack the like button. Comment down below your opinions about this video and what you would like to see in NASCAR Heat 4, because if this video does get around, let's say 10,000 views, I will make another video just like this, because I have a bunch more things that should be added into NASCAR Heat 4 to make this game very good. Hopefully they do watch this video, the creators of NASCAR Heat 4, aka the people from 704 like Sean Wilson, Ed Martin, or any of their production team, because they need to know pretty much what we would like to have for this upcoming NASCAR game. So thank you guys all for watching. If you guys are new, smack that sub button, comment down below your opinions, and don't forget to like if you did enjoy this video. Also, if you guys would like IDK player merch, link to that will be in the description below, and also link to my donators will be in the description below. And also follow me on Twitter at IDK player, also link to that will be in the description below. So thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. IDK out.
I gave you everything. How'd you